Oats are naturally free of gluten, but in practice they are only good to be gluten-free if they are grown to high purity without wheat and barley. And with oats harvested at Glebe Farm Foods, you can be certain nothing has been allowed to contaminate that purity. Based in the pretty Cambridgeshire village of Kings Ripton, Glebe Farm has focused its efforts on meeting a growing demand for certifiably clean gluten-free oats.
We're the only dedicated gluten-free business that actually grows and mills gluten-free oats in the whole of Europe.
Purity begins with the oat seed. Traceability and provenance is guaranteed from tractor to table, so every one of our customers, from food manufacturing to retailers and consumers, can be certain of a certified gluten-free outcome.
Ordinary porridge oats would have around 20 to 50 grains of wheat or barley or rye per kilogram. This is because it's not the primary crop of farmers in all parts of the world. For instance, in Scotland and Ireland, you might have barley as a main contaminant, and in other countries you might have wheat or rye. In contrast, Glebe Farm oats have no grains per kilogram, and we would do this on our kilogram sample taken every tonne we test for this. All our batches have been tested with the accredited ELISA test, but our sampling regime means that we are comparable or even exceed that test during our processing.
Before harvest, David and Rebecca check for oat grain quality, harvestability and moisture. The equipment is thoroughly cleaned down to ensure there is no cross-contamination from previous crops, particularly crops that have gluten. At harvest, contamination can come from grain handling machines such as forklifts or trailers, and it can also arise from poor separation in the grain stores. Glebe Farm is the main dedicated oat plant in Europe, where the entire site and whole business only handle gluten-free oats. We handle every stage from cleaning the seed, planting and growing crops, right through to milling on the mills we have designed and built for the task. This all ensures errors are entirely minimized. Our staff know exactly what our mission is, and 100% of our output is gluten-free, exceeding the standard by design every day since we started oats in 2009. We test our grain in store, on intake to the mill, during the dehulling process, and then we check the groats before flaking. We are ahead of other mills in the sustainability of our process. The dehulled husks provide renewable heat for the mills for drying and heating, and our large solar panel arrays provide substantial electricity to help run the machines. Oats are steamed, rolled into flakes, dried and bagged. The plants have been audited and achieved the highest possible standard of BRC Grade A compliance, alongside the many further checks that we carry out to ensure a safe supply, checking every aspect from the husk and the colour to the taste quality and flake thickness.
Glebe Farm's extreme purity has allowed it to make oat flour daily for the last 5 years, an almost unique achievement. And so only the purest oats and mills can make oat flour. To make sure we ELISA test every single pallet to undetectable levels so that it's all better than 10 parts per million, which far exceeds any industry standards.
Why is all this so important?
Gluten-free doesn't actually mean taste-free. There's lots of choice out there of some great tasting products on the market.
Glebe Farm Foods are a highly trusted supplier for a great many food manufacturing businesses throughout the UK and Europe. We have also developed a superb range of gluten-free products, from bread and cake mixes to beer and cider, granola and muesli. So whether gluten-free is a necessity or a lifestyle choice, Glebe Farm Foods deliver a sustainable, traceable and very safe supply. Everything we produce is fully certified as gluten-free. And where certainty parallels safety, we make sure that everything that has our name on it is produced to the highest possible standard, with ingredients that we have often grown ourselves, harvested and processed. You can feel safe choosing Glebe Farm, the taste of gluten freedom.